And good morning, weirdos. It's Eureka Street Crypto Hub. This is Eureka John. High tech done lo-fi. That is what this show is about. And it is Tuesday morning, March 9th, 2021, 5:43 in the morning. And I've been doing this consecutively as a morning show since February 6th. Here I am. What's up? And I've been broadcasting since October 24th, 2020. So I'm getting some shows under my belt, and I'm pretty stoked about that. And I want to keep going and doing this consecutive morning show. It's fun. I like it. It gives me a good reason to get up early in the morning and to motivate me to keep up on what's going on in the crypto world. I really enjoy it, and it has been a really interesting ride. Yesterday was definitely an interesting stream as I fumbled through the Binance Smart Chain wallet and PancakeSwap. So that's, I was pondering on that all day, and that's what this show is all about. It is high tech done lo-fi. It's about making mistakes. Like, you see all these tutorials about all these people, just experts in the field, and these clean, concise tutorials. And sure, I get it if you're trying to learn a software, but if you just kind of just want to see like an average dude or woman or whatever, just trying to figure out the space just like you would, and watch some of the common mistakes, and I don't have all the answers, but I'm trying to figure it out, and it's like I'm just kind of like just your neighbor, just trying to figure out your homie, being like, all right, let's do this, so that's kind of what this show's about, and it's me documenting my crypto journey here, and just trying to figure all this crap out. So yeah, man, let's take a look at some Coin Gecko. Well, real quick, before I start with anything, I need to go ahead and get this. I'm going to talk about Loopring today. So I need to deposit some Loopring into Layer 2, and I will tell you what that means here in a second, but I do have my MetaMask wallet hooked up here. I'm going to do 0.25 ETH. Let's do 0.5 ETH. Okay, deposit to activate Layer 2. Got my Apple, and I'm gonna go into MetaMask and see what the hit's gonna be. I know last night it was pretty expensive. Yesterday fees were real cheap, and then last night they got expensive again. So I'll see what the deal is here when this pops up. Okay, so they're wanting to charge me right off the bat $26.58 for gas fees. That kind of sucks, but slow is $24, average is $25, and fast is $28. I'll just do average. Okay, whatever. Sucks, but that's why I am putting a half of Ethereum up on there, $939, because I'm going to keep it on Loopring for a while. I did some reading up on this, and this is definitely something I want to get behind and use. So I'm putting that much on there. It's kind of an amount that I want to trade with and learn some other type of stuff with. So that's why I'm doing that. And I guess it's going to cost $25 to do that, which kind of blows. A lot of people criticize Ethereum as kind of being, what used to be the DeFi platform for everybody is now becoming the rich guys platform. So, but with these Layer 2 solutions coming around, a lot of people see that Layer 2 solutions like Matic and Loopring and such will be the place where people actually do trades, and then the Layer 1 will just be the entry point for fiat and the cash in, cash out spot, and then maybe where whales will do their stuff. But the average guy like you and me will be using Layer 2 solutions, and then Ethereum 2 will be coming around as well. That'll help a lot of that with the sharding and all that stuff. In combination with Ethereum 2.0, that is slowly rolling out, that started last December, and then Layer 2 solutions, because they will all work together. And Ethereum 2.0 is not gonna negate layer 2 solutions. They're all gonna work together. So the place where people will play will be layer 2, and that's exactly what Loopring is here. So anyway, I have that going. It's been submitted, and that will take a minute. So in the meantime, let's go back to Coin Gecko. Bitcoin, $54,201.68. Let me just refresh that just to make sure I'm seeing straight. 54,148. I mean, I knew last night it was pretty high. I think it was like a 52. And I went to bed, and I wake up, and I'm like, holy good Lord Almighty, and all that crap. $54,201.68. And that is crazy. And there's a lot of reasons for this. Let's see here. Let me turn off the Brave and turn on the Chrome. Bitcoin whales bought the dip, quote unquote, as orders for 100K or more hit all-time highs. There's no shortage of demand for Bitcoin, even at 50,000, as big buyers dwarf small holders in the latest stage of the bull run. Now, people say, well, it's going to be like 2017. I got scarred by 2017, you know, and all. Yeah, they're just saying, watch out, the bubble's going to burst. And maybe down the road it might, you know, there will be setbacks, which is good, and that's healthy. But the way things are going right now, with especially this new approval of, what is it, 1.9 trillion or 1.4 trillion dollars of new stimulus checks rolling out, there are a lot of people grasping at straws for things to put their money in. And Bitcoin now is one of those, and I don't believe it is a straw. I think it is something firm, and it is a solid rung in the ladder. And here, Bitcoin whales and institutions alike have made the most of the recent Bitcoin price dip, down to 47,000 or something was what it went to. To call that a dip is just insane to me. But in an update on March 9th, on-chain analytics, so it must have been just a few hours ago, service material indicators noted that buy orders of 100,000 and higher on Binance, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange, are reaching all-time highs. Big Bitcoin buyers don't hesitate. In stark contrast to orders worth less than $100,000, larger buys are more frequent than ever in Bitcoin's history. Smaller allocations have plummeted in 2021, matching an existing narrative that institutions are scooping up liquidity on exchanges which surfaced during the recent bull run. The 100K to million class is now about to make a new all-time high, material indicators commented on Twitter alongside a chart, meaning they bought the dip. So if you look at this graph here, this blue line is the line that represents everybody, all income classes or whatever. And then all those others are the red, the blue, the green, and the orange are you and me. You know, it's people that bought $100 to $1,000, which would probably be me. They have dwindled down to pretty much almost nothing, because the thing is a lot of people have this like mental barrier in there. And when you see a $54,000 Bitcoin and you want to just kind of dollar cost average, $20, $30, $60, $80, $100, $100. I'll even put down $500 part of my stimulus check, you know, or whatever. It doesn't seem to make a dent at all. You see, first of all, a lot of people that aren't familiar with Bitcoin can't wrap the concept around their head that they can't, they don't have to buy an entire Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is divided, I believe, into 100 million satoshis per Bitcoin, if I'm correct. And so that's how you have to think about it, is buying sats. And even then, whenever you're buying it, and if it doesn't say sats instead of Bitcoin next to it, it shows 0.0006 is like 30 something dollars. And that just doesn't do a lot for the self-gratification psyche going on here. So as you can see, all these people that bought a little bit less Bitcoin in the 100 to 10K to 100,000, and the red has gone down to zero. It's all pretty much gone down to zero. All the little fish, they're just kind of like, well, don't know about this. I'll go look at some altcoins, you know? And that's why we see the altcoin explosion as well happening after the Bitcoin explosion. And then here, these two lines, the purple and this maroon color, they are going up pretty dramatically. And those are the people that buy between 100,000 to 1 million and 1 million to 10 million in the maroon. And they are the whales. And they are increasing in volume and intensity. So it's pretty incredible to see. And yeah, think of it like a slinky. You know, I don't know where you're listening from, but in Slinky is that little toy that goes down the stairs, you know, like that, the little coil. Back in my day, it was like a metal coil. Sometimes it was like sharp as a razor blade and it'd be cutting you up. But the things never worked right either. The commercial, I mean, it obviously went perfect, but in reality, it kind of got all tangled up. It would stop and would just sit there. It would, you know, never behave the way you wanted it to behave, which is kind of like this show I'm doing. You see all these guys doing these perfect tutorials and all this stuff, you know, and all these protocols, and then you see my show. And then the reality of the Slinky is maybe what I should call this show, the Slinky Show or something. So anyway, that's what's happening over here. You have the whales, you know, buying everything up, and over here these guys going down to altcoins. And so you have Bitcoin price action move, and then you have the altcoin price action follow. Bitcoin price action move, altcoin price action follow, and that's kind of how the pattern has been going. So I expect after this $54,000 Bitcoin jump that we have just seen, that we might see some price action follow on the altcoins. But the funny thing is we are already having price action on the altcoins, so we're not even needing to wait. So things are just exploding in an unprecedented fashion. I hate using that word unprecedented after this year. It's just, okay, we get it. Everything's unprecedented. Okay, so Bitcoin at $54,137.67. Ethereum at $1825.35. Again, way up there. Ethereum with the London hard fork coming out here in July, which, if you don't know what that is, that I believe is EIP 1559, and EIP stands for Ethereum Improvement Protocol. And what that's going to do is it's going to improve the base fees for the mining in order to smooth out these spikes in transaction fees, and they're going to be burning some Ethereum in order to help maintain the stability of the price. So as you see larger institutions come into control, because one of the main complaints about cryptocurrencies is the volatility, and I can't deal with the volatility. But when you have price controls come in like this to stabilize things, when you have whales coming in buying up large amounts, and then the price goes up significantly, naturally things start to flatten out again, and Bitcoin is a lot less volatile than it was 5 years ago, or even 2 years ago, and even 1 year ago. So yeah, so volatility is coming to an end, and it is getting more and more looking like the virtual gold, the store of value that it is. So yes, so and the same thing is happening with Ethereum on less of a scale. Binance Coin is at 267.18. Cardano is at $1.19. Tether, all right. Polkadot 36.24. XRP right around 48 cents. All right, XRP. Yeah. XRP. One of the big claims to fame for XRP and Ripple, the company that owns XRP, was its partnership with MoneyGram. After all this SEC stuff, MoneyGram has beep, 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 beep. They backed out. So there's no longer any partnership with Ripple and MoneyGram. So interesting drama in the XRP hood. Let's see where this drama goes. I backed out of XRP a while back. I still have yet to get that Flare airdrop, by the way. and just kind of watching on the sidelines. And if I lose out on that game, hey man, I'm all right with that. Uniswap has just been doing amazing things. $33.44, up 30% in the last 7 days. And a lot of that is the new people coming into the space, and Ethereum's price action as well. Litecoin $199.44. Props to the Litecoin holders. Never been one myself. Okay, there goes my MetaMask transaction. Finally confirmed for the Loopring thing, so I'll get to that in a second. Chainlink at $31.29. Chainlink has been blowing up, and I believe it got to $32 yesterday. Let's take a quick look. I'm a big believer in Chainlink. Let's see here. All-time high, $36.95 in February. And let's see where it went. 7-day high was 24-hour high was 32.24. So it did get to 32 something. Like I said yesterday, Chainlink goes in spurts. And let's see. And so I got a couple others I want to look at real quick here. Aave is climbing back up there at 429.03, and Theta hit over $5. Theta right now is going through a hard fork, and what that means is it is a complete restructuring of the blockchain. For those of you who don't know what a fork is, and a lot of times it creates a new cryptocurrency, but really all it is just an update. A lot of times updates like this can cause problems with nodes not updating, and when you have fully decentralized networks and a lot of these random nodes out there, a lot of times it's really hard to get everybody to participate and update their nodes, which is what Zilliqa just went through recently. And a lot of people had problems trading Zilliqa, but Theta Network is not having this problem because all their nodes are run by huge companies like Samsung and Google and now Sony. So it's a smooth, seamless process. If you have Theta Network on Binance or anywhere else, you do not have to do anything, and that is how a beautiful fork and update goes, and how a professionally done fork is done. So props to them, and props to Theta Network and everything that's going on. If you own a Samsung TV, you're pretty much gonna have Theta Network built into that TV, and you will be the owner of a Theta node, edge node, because I'm pretty sure that they're going to start building all those into them, since Samsung and Google are validator nodes on the Theta Network. So that's huge news too. I'll try to find the source of that article. I saw it yesterday, or I saw a tweet by somebody, and I was like, that is a really good point. So amazing things going on with Theta. So down here we got synthetics. I got a few others. I wanted to talk about Unibright and HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph, and some others, but I don't have the time right now. I do want to get over to Loopring here real quick. So Loopring is a layer 2 solution. It is a layer 2 solution that depends on ZK rollups. And if you don't know what ZK rollups are a layer 2 solution. So you have the Ethereum blockchain. And layer 2 solution is software built on top of the Ethereum blockchain to find other ways to manage the transactions off chain in order to be able to speed it up and then connect back to the chain and run the transactions through quickly. So it's a way for it to get done. Let me connect. Oh wait. Okay, I have it connected in Brave. So I have Loopring up in both Brave and Chrome right now, which it's probably confusing, but I have this article up on Loopring to explain what it is. Let's see. Guide, how to use layer 2 Loopring Exchange. So rollups are basically just batch processing. They roll up a bunch of transactions that come through and are waiting for the next block, and then they put them off to the side. They do those transactions and they create a little record of them, and then they send that record over to the real Ethereum blockchain and have them go through quickly. And so basically they batch process transactions. There's another one, Matic, which we looked at. I didn't go into the details of Matic, but Matic depends on Plasma. And what Plasma is, those are side chains. And I don't really know the details of that. I'll have to look at that. But it does transactions on little side chains, and then it puts them on the main blockchain. And that's how Matic gets around the high fees and gets around the slow times as well. So, and then on a layer 1 solution is sharding, and that's what Ethereum 2.0 is bringing out, and it basically creates little shards of transaction pieces of one whole block, and it sends them off to a bunch of different nodes, and each node does a little bit, a shard, not shard, not what's in your pants, but shard, does the shard transaction, and then each node has other little sub nodes that do little pieces of that, and then it brings it all together and puts it all together on the chain. So that's how sharding works. That's the layer 1 solution, and layer 2 are roll-ups and plasma side chains. So just to kind of clarify. So let's see here. Ethereum layer 2 scaling is needed now more than ever. Luckily, Loopring ZK rollup is here to help you save gas time and basically not get stuck on congested layer 1, all while maintaining complete Ethereum self-custody security. Below is a walkthrough guide. I'll put this link in the description. Loopring Exchange, non-custodial Ethereum exchange built on Loopring layer 2. So they have the AMM based exchange like Uniswap, where basically all the trades come out of liquidity pools of people like you and me providing liquidity, meaning I provide Ethereum token and I provide Loopring token, and then if I want to trade Ethereum and Loopring, they are both already there to pull out of that pool to do my trade. And it was people like you and me that would provide that liquidity in exchange for a percentage of that transaction fee that people do. That's what basically an AMM is, automated market maker, and liquidity pools are. And there is the option to provide liquidity on Loopring. And then there's the order book based one. The order book based one is one that I'm not as familiar with because I'm just I've never really been a trader. So but there's limit orders and market orders. Market orders aren't really technically available, but there's a way to kind of do it. But the limit order is basically you set your price out there, and anybody who's willing to meet that price will pick up that limit order. So it allows limit orders and automated market maker orders. That's a mouthful. So you can add and remove liquidity. You can trade on the order books here. All this stuff looks confusing to me, but I've managed to kind of figure it out and work my way through some of these order book type of platforms. And then here you have the liquidity pools. So you know, WBTC and Ethereum and Tether, Uniswap and Ethereum. So people would provide both of those, 50% and 50% of this liquidity, so people could trade with that, and then they would earn a little percentage fee there. So and some APY on storing it there. So let's see here. Let me get back to the top. I wanted to explain a little bit more on the rollups. ZK rollup is a type of layer 2 scaling solution on Ethereum, allowing much higher throughput and much lower costs without sacrificing security. It does this by moving all the heavy lifting computations off chain, keeping the rules in force and security intact by using validity proofs, cryptographic proofs attesting to what happened off chain, because Ethereum verifies these proofs and stores enough data to tell exactly which off-chain account owns what. ZK rollups inherit the same non-custodial security as Ethereum, but can run much faster. So there's a design doc if you want to go do your own research. Actually, I will put that in the description. And then it tells you how to onboard. You have to onboard on Loopring. So basically it means doing what I just did. I moved my Ethereum from layer 1, my MetaMask, to layer 2. So you have to connect your MetaMask or your My Ethereum wallet, Mu, or a Wallet Connect compatible wallet. You have to deposit to activate layer 2, and then choose asset to deposit and the amount, and you confirm that transaction. So let's see here. Some people are apprehensive about paying a gas fee just to get on layer 2, which, you know, I paid $25 right there. But the truth is, it is cheaper to deposit to layer 2 once than it is to do one Uniswap trade, and that is true as well. Depositing ETH and most ERC20 tokens onto Loopring is approximately 60k gas. 60 Gwei, I guess. Whereas a swap on Uniswap costs around 120k gas per swap, and you only need to migrate once. The rest of your token swaps are free. So if you plan on doing some trading activity and you want to set aside a little bit of your crypto to trade with and have fun with, which is absolutely no problem. That's exactly what I'm doing. I only put a little portion of my assets on Loopring here just so I could to trade around and just kind of do what I do, have a little fun with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm mainly a dollar cost averager, and that means just buying on a regular basis no matter what the price is, because you believe the market as a whole will be going up, so you are buying the average. How to swap tokens gas free. Loopring LT supports both types of Ethereum DEX market structures, order books and automatic market makers, which is what I just talked about. And so shows you how to swap on the AMM versus the order books and how to add liquidity. Now be careful if you're new about adding liquidity to pools. If one of the tokens value drops significantly, you could have the rug pulled out from you in a way, or if somebody pulls out that is a large holder. They're trying to implement things to prevent these types of rug pulls, but it happens. So yeah, watch out. Anyway, so let's get over here to this Loopring Exchange. I used Brave to bring it up. Let's see here. Okay, so let me get over to my Brave. Okay, so then I get over to Loopring Exchange. Ta-da! Alright, okay, so I use this one. Let me connect to this wallet. Alright, MetaMask. Ta-da! Da-da. And come on, guys, come on, work with me here. Okay, we'll do this one. Connect. Okay, so let's go to account. Okay, come on. Okay, Loopring wallet. And Loopring Exchange. Trying to get to where that half of a Ethereum, like 900 something dollars, is that I just put up there. I know it takes a little cojones to just throw 900 bucks up to some protocol, but trade. I don't want to trade. I want to use AMM. AMM pools. Swap. Okay, so Ethereum to Loopring token. Balance is 0. Okay, unlock this. And so maybe I did do this on, oh, it's because I'm still on Chrome. Duh. All right, so let me get over here. Okay, so this is connected. I want to unlock that. And let's check this out. Okay, so I sign that and get the signature request. Okay, so once again, I gotta sign and get my digital signature. Okay, so here it is, my balance of 0.5 ETH on the Loopring protocol once I've successfully signed. So immediately I wanted to panic, my heart got cold, and I was just like, oh shite, where did my half of Ethereum, like 900 something dollars go? That's pretty reckless and pretty sloppy by a lot of people's standards. But it is what it is, and I'm a total ape, man, ape man. So let's see here, Loopring. Let's see where Loopring is right here on the Exchange LRC. Loopring. Let's see what it do. And I have been looking at Loopring. Over 1 year, it's gone 1,393%. It did have a dip during this last little dip. In the past 24 hours, it's gone up 7%. I do believe in these layer 2 solutions. And Ethereum, I believe in Ethereum and everything that's happening with Ethereum right now. So I believe this is going nowhere but up. Maybe not straight up, but then again, nothing else goes straight up either. So I think I will be happy to take some Loopring for a ride. So let's just start with 303 Loopring for right now, just to see what the deal is. So let's go 0.1 Ethereum to 303 Loopring, and let's swap and let's see what happens. Swap successfully. Okay. Well, take a quick look at my MetaMask. So does that land in my MetaMask? Add token. Let's see, LRC, Loopring credit, next. And then, yeah, add tokens. Okay, so it's not showing in my MetaMask right now. But it shows balance on the Loopring IO of 303,485. Let me go to account and let me see what the deal is over here. So estimated total value on Ethereum, estimated value on Loopring 919.73. Okay, so all right, there it is. Nice. So you got Ethereum, Loopring, and I'll have a little bit of Uniswap on here. So okay, well, that's that. Simple as that. I can poke around and maybe add some liquidity or whatever, which I'm not going to do. But nice. Okay. Well, let's move on to one other topic here real quick. I've gone 32 minutes, but I did want to talk about Taco Bell rides the NFT hype train with collectible digital tacos. Oh my God, what does this NFT hype train come to? This is like when skateboarding became popular back in the 80s. And a lot of fast food commercials and stuff like that started incorporating skateboarding into it. And I was just like, oh my God, really? Taco Bell and McDonald's are going to incorporate skateboarding into their products. Like, to me, skateboarding's always been kind of like, kids in ditches and, thrashing around and stuff like that. So, I lived in ditches as a child. so until... all the mainstream got hyped to it, and here we go. We got Taco Bell jumping on the NFT craze, along with Top Shots. Fast food chain Taco Bell just sold its first batch of taco-themed digital collectibles on NFT marketplace Rarible, and they were snapped up in a flash. Whatever happened to Bean Burritos being 39 cents? 39, 69, 99 menu. The tacos were sold as non-fungible NFTs, unique digital items that represent gifts, artwork, or even short video clips. Our spicy potato soft tacos can now live in your hearts, stomachs, and digital wallets, and as brown liquid substance in the toilet afterwards. Toxic hell, toxic smell, Taco Bell. The company tweeted when the NFTs dropped. Taco Bell created 5 distinct NFTs, selling them in batches of 5. The collectibles put on sale for 0.001 ETH, which is quite cheap as NFT sales go. It's $1.79. However, somebody already bid 0.15 wrapped Ethereum, $262 for one of them. The other's not for sale, but you can still make bids on them. If the owner likes the bid, they may choose to accept it. The highest bid is 0.4 wrapped Ethereum, $700 right now for one of the Tato, I think they misspelled that, Taco Dimensions, but the owner may not be interested in selling it. So somebody bid on this, and I guess it has an active GIF on there. The official Taco Bell account on Rarible also owns 2 NFTs of its own. They're both themed around Chainlink, a network that helps blockchain interact with real-world data that has an eponymous token. Okay, so yeah, and it talks about the growing NFT craze, talking about Top Shots, Bratz, Doctor Who, Rabbids, Kings of Leon, Grimes, and all those other pop sensations that are now jumping onto the NFT bandwagon. So yeah, it's now become the new method for artists and institutions to bum money from people. So, all right. Oh God, I hate to be so cynical. Yeah, so Taco Bell's jumped into the NFT game, and that's when we know it's mainstream. And then lastly, Celsius Network valued at 3.1 billion following independent review. I did I talked about yesterday I was going to buy a car or a truck. Well, I ended up buying a Subaru Crosstrek, and I'm in the process of buying it right now, and I'm pulling out some money for a down payment on Celsius. I was going to do it on Aave, but then I got a question in my head about capital gains tax. And if I pull out on Aave and then I cash it out as an individual, then that's real likely to be hit with the capital gains tax. But if I pull it out on Celsius and they send it directly to my bank, is that counted as a loan? So I would rather be safe than sorry. So I borrowed on Celsius against some cryptos that I had on there. I believe Chainlink. Yeah, Chainlink. And then I put down on the car, and that's lowered my payments significantly. And surprisingly, the interest rate on my car payment is going to be really low, but it's also at 1% with Celsius Network as well for my down payment. So that, in combination with my credit and everything, has created a really good situation and given me definitely the upper hand. Be careful if you're in the market to buy a car right now. I'd probably go ahead and pull the trigger, because all this stimulus payment coming out right now, there are going to be a lot of people flooding into the car market wanting to buy or put down a payment on a car, and then that market is going to end up being a seller's market very soon after this stimulus starts rolling out. So if you're interested in buying a car, you should probably do it now while it's still a buyer's market, because I got a really good interest rate. They were really desperate to sell me a car because nobody's really buying that many cars right now. So, okay, well, when I got cars, I got a new car with my crypto gains, and I didn't even have to sell my truck. I'm going to just keep my truck. So, pretty stoked about that. Every man needs a truck, right? Right? Okay. Anyway, I've gone on for 38 minutes. Jeez, man. Okay, but I just had a lot to talk about today. I'm just really fired up. Okay, I need to get to work. It is 6:20 in the morning. I need to get ready. My daughter's sick today, so I may end up just having to come home from work and helping out mom. Got to do what you got to do. Family first, kids first. Always remember that. Crypto's great and it's fun, and it can be addictive sometimes, and watch out for that too. But family first, always, always, always. Don't get too wrapped up in the hype, and sometimes take a step back, breathe, and look at the world around you and realize that you are one of the fraction of a fraction percentage of people that really understand this. And just by you listening to this stream shows that you are interested in some pretty obscure stuff, like Loopring. Not too many people. A lot of people are starting to catch on to Bitcoin as the mainstream, but then Ethereum is a little layer deeper. Then Loopring is another layer even deeper than that, like Inception. So, all right, man. Well, have a good day today. Be kind. Be nice to each other. Don't flip people off in traffic. If somebody cuts you off, just slow down, take a breather, and realize it's them, not you, and all that stuff. Somebody spills their coffee on you on the subway, which I used to have happen to me when I lived in New York, and don't freak out on people. There's a lot of things going on, and it's usually them and not you. So, all right, well, take care. Bye.